What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? We are back again for another episode of Sports Frenzy. Oh, yeah, another crazy week, and it's only getting crazier. But we have Sports Frenzy coming at you live right now from the studios in Adrian, Michigan. Hope everybody's doing well. Coach is doing pretty good. Good as can be expected. As crazy as this week's been, it's even a little crazier at the moment because Coach Cole has changed up his drink of choice for the night. Coach Cole is drinking some leftover apple cider from Halloween. So I don't have my trademark lemonade tonight, believe it or not. I'm going with the apple cider in the Michigan football mug. Yes, there's a lot of nonsense and craziness going on in the land of Michigan football too. No, I am not a bandwagon fan, so I truly do bleed blue and stand behind my team. Wins and losses. I don't like the losses. It doesn't feel good to lose. But I still stand go blue with my team, representing the Michigan boys again this week. Yes. We got high school playoff football going on. We do still have some teams in there this week for that. And man, oh man, it's a mess in the NFL right now. As it looks like this week, the league has been hit pretty hard by COVID. An article that we have on our Facebook page, and you can find us, as you always do, on our Facebook page if you're already a member of Sports Frenzy Facebook page. If not yet, you can always ask to join. And the easiest way to ask to join is if you're friends with me on my Facebook page, for my Tim Cole page. You can look up the coach there, and you can ask me to put you on there if you're not already on the Facebook page. You can also watch us on the YouTube page. Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1 is where we shoot the show for our YouTube page. We're also on Twitter and Instagram at Sports Frenzy 1. So those are different ways to catch the show as we post the information and stuff on there for you. But this is some news that's happening around the NFL, and one of my big access points is CBS sports page. Let's see. So it says 40% of the league's 32 teams are dealing with at least one case of COVID. Two of the teams right now feeling the most impact would be the two teams that were supposed to be playing tonight, of Thursday night, as we record the show for our Friday fans. Packers and 49ers. Each team has at least 3 players on the COVID list. Many other cases are considered high-risk close contact. And so we could see a lot of guys out before Sunday. San Francisco has 4 players on the reserve. Wide receiver Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuels, along with starting tackle Trent Williams. The Green Bay Packers have 3 guys on the reserve COVID-19 list: running backs A.J. Dillon and Jamel Williams, along with linebacker Kamel Martin. And the huge one for us fans, or if you're still a fan of the Lions, Matthew Stafford has landed on the list this week. He's one of 2 Lions currently on the list, along with linebacker Jared Davis, So, guys, be aware when we get to the NFL, your favorite team or your Lions fans, we may be without Stafford this week. The Ravens have a situation. They're dealing with cornerback Marlon Humphrey, linebacker Matt Judon, Tyus Bowser, Patrick Queen, L.J. Fort, and Malik Harris, along with defensive tackles Terrell Bonds and Deshaun Elliott. The Texans have canceled all practices and shut down the facility as of right now. And linebacker Jacob Martin tested positive. Linebackers Whitney Marsalis and Dylan Cole and won't be playing Sunday. The Cowboys have Andy Dalton and Cooper Rush and Garrett Gilbert are out. The Bears have Jason Spriggs, Gorman Infidetti, Corey Whiteford. The Broncos have, from their practice squad, Darren Polio and defensive end Shelby Harris, and several people in the front office, including John Elway and team president Joe Ellis. The Cardinals placed linebacker Devon Kenward and cornerback Brian Murphy. The Eagles have not revealed who their players are that are not playing yet. The Colts have some people in their business office tested positive and seem to be okay for their team members so far. It is unlikely there'll be any changes made currently this week, but this is a massive breakout for the NFL and is going to result in some big changes in upcoming weeks. And we'll talk more about details going on with that as we get into the part of the show where we go over that stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get started this week at Sports Frenzy Season 11, Episode 9. And if you haven't yet, before you watch the show, if you didn't get a chance to watch the recap show, you can go to the Facebook page, or the weekend wrap-up, I should say. It used to be called the other thing. It's called the weekend wrap-up now. If you didn't get a chance to watch the weekend wrap-up yet, that gives you all the results from last week's show. If you're watching from one of my schools, that's included in the link below. Or you can also find it on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. All right, so that being said, we still have playoff football going on. Bear with me as I get our logos around. All right. Oh, excuse me just a second. I forgot one more thing. Let me just grab that real quick here. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Thought I had everything in order, but I didn't quite have everything in order. Hence the how we've been rolling lately. It's all part of the craziness that's been going on. All right, so let's do this. Our first game this week, we have Division 6, Region 4, District 1. This is round 2, the district semi-finals. And we have the Ida Blue Streaks. The Ida Blue Streaks have 4 wins and 1 loss. And they are traveling to and playing against the 7 wins and 0 losses. Your Blissfield Royals still going strong in the playoffs. And where to do with it? Kibble. I think I have my act mostly together here. And are you kidding me? Well, it is a live show, guys, so, bear with me with my technical difficulties and my things that I appear to be missing. How do I manage to misplace this stuff? All right. I don't have... Only all these games kick off at 7 o'clock, but hey, I don't have the 7 o'clock time logo for you guys. So I'm sorry. Kickoff for this game is 7 p.m. They are Friday night games. Coach Cole is going with Blissfield Royals for the victory. I think they continue to roll on. This is also a Division 6, Region 4, District 1, second round district semifinals game. See, that's super fast. We have the Clinton Redskins. The Redskins have 6 wins and 1 loss. They have their work cut out for them this week as they are traveling to and playing against the Erie Mason Eagles. The Eagles have 7 wins and 0 losses. This is also a 7 p.m. kickoff. And maybe Erie Mason will come into this game cocky and think they have no chance of losing. And I've got family and future players out in Clinton. I'm going Clinton Redskins for the victory. All right, next up, we have Division 8, Region 3, District 2 playoffs, round 2 of the semifinals. We have the Dansville Stallions, and I knew I was going to do that. Doggone it. Zanesville Stallions. I forgot to put that on there. I caught it earlier and forgot to put it on there. They are 4 wins and 2 losses. They have 4 wins and 2 losses. They are playing the first round bye team. That was the undefeated 6 wins and 0 losses, the Addison Panthers. Kickoff for this game is also 7 p.m. Can the Panthers go 7-0 and get a second round playoff win this week? I haven't had to really talk to anybody from Addison, so I really don't know people's feelings on this. I'm going to do something I rarely ever do. May build the fan base back up in Addison. I'm going to show some love for the Addison Panthers and say they get it done in the second round this week. Go Panthers. If I really would have been thinking, I would have broke out my Panther gear and showed you guys a little love. Also in the Division 8, Region 3, District 2, Round 2 semifinals, we have the Hudson Tigers. I do believe my Hudson friends are back in session this week, too. Hello, Logan, in classroom. Hope you guys are doing well and back in your classroom again. Back in action, getting ready to support your football team because they have a tough one this week. That's right. The Hudson Tigers, 4 wins and 3 losses. They're traveling to and playing against the 6 wins and 1 loss, the Sand Creek Aggies. Oh, boy, this is a game of our 2 local teams. Oh, this is Dan versus Logan, my 2 co-hosts of Sports Frenzy from part of the season. But Logan, we got to have a shout out from your classroom, man. Hudson's back in session. The kids have been home for a couple of weeks, and you guys need to cheer loud for your football team. Are you guys ready? Let's hear it for the Hudson Tigers. Let's go Tigers. Let's go Tigers. Let's go Tigers. Fire up. Tigers, let's hear you guys sing your anthem over there. You guys know it? Come on, Logan. Get on your desk. Tap on it. Get the whole class singing with you. It's been a couple weeks since you guys sang the song. I'll be your choir director. Maybe you can get the band in there and they'll play for you too, and while you guys sing the song. Fight, fight, fight! I don't even know if that's a part of it, but there you go. Let's go Tigers. You guys ready? One last time. You got to get loud. You guys have been home for a couple weeks. I understand that you're kind of quiet right now. You know, you haven't seen each other in person, so of course you're going to be quiet this week, right? It's been too long since you guys seen each other. So it's a little quiet in the room right now. You need to be heard out in the hallway. Shout it out. Let's go Tigers. Let's go Tigers. Fire up for this game, Tigers. Because you're at Sand Creek. And oh man. Can the Tigers get it done this week? All right, I know Logan's Room's going to be disappointed. I don't think they get it done this week. The victory goes to the Sand Creek Aggies. That's why I got to hype you guys up. Your team needs you. It may not be pretty that the Hudson Tigers have not played great football this year. I don't know, guys. Stay tuned. All right, next up is this week's. I'm going to need a drink. Here we go. This could be a good one because it's your first three-point bonus game. It's your first three-point bonus game. Come on, everybody now. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Oh my goodness, very scratchy towards the end there. Game. There you go. Yes, it is. 3 points for this game this week. And I'll tell you why. This is Division I, Region 3 of your 8-person playoffs, Round 2 district semifinals. And we have the Maryville Vikings, who have 7 wins and 0 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the Lenawee Christian Cougars, who are also undefeated with a 7-0 record. And this is their first season in 8-man football. Kickoff. This game is a Friday night game as well. I believe it's a Friday night game, 7 p.m. Yes, it is. Friday night game, 7 p.m. kickoff. Double check that, 7 p.m. Yes, it is 7 p.m. kickoff. I'm going Lenawee Christian for the victory. All right, we are moving into college football action. Missed a game here. How did I do that? Did I not put them on the sheets? Wow, guys. Coach Cole really screwed that up. All right, let's jump back up to I'm sorry, guys. We got Division 6, Region 3, District 2, Round 2 District semifinals action. And I actually skipped right over high school team Madison, and I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. Sorry, Madison, and you're doing so good. This is your first great season as in the first round, our first time in the playoffs, and I skip over you on the sheets. I'm so sorry about that. The Madison Trojans, with the return of Coach Taz, they have 6 wins and 1 loss. They're on the road this week playing Michigan Center. Michigan Center has 4 wins and 1 loss. You guys know who I got. I got Madison continuing on in the playoffs. Earning another victory for Coach Taz. I am so sorry about that, guys. We just jumped ahead here and and I just completely overlooked my first actual game. Well, it would help if I didn't throw myself off by putting the number one. It looks like I put a number one on every every game for the high school games. So yeah, sometimes I typing these things too quickly. And I need to slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit, Coach. All right, now we're moving into college football action. And I went back to mixing it up this week a little bit. Got some ranked teams in there for you guys. Some ranked games I hope everybody can enjoy. And so let's check out these teams, see what you guys think this week. We have the number 9 ranked BYU Cougars. The Cougars are undefeated with 7 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the number 21st ranked Boise State Broncos. Now, the Broncos have only played 2 games this season, and they are both victories, 2 wins and 0 losses. So you have 2 undefeated teams playing against each other. Yeah, I can get this logo back out for you guys. Kickoff for this game. This is a Friday night game. This is your Friday night game at 7:30. And you can watch it on FS1. A lot of our games have been on the BTN network. This will be on FS1. BYU Cougars are ranked 9th. Boise State 21. Boise State's only played 2 games this season already. BYU has got 7 games under their belt. I don't know, guys. I think I'm going to go with the Cougars just because they have quite a few more games under their belt already. So they've got some gaming experience there. Okay, next up. It's still great to be a Michigan Wolverine. I'm just going to come right out and say it. It is great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Last week's game, losing the Paul Bunyan Trophy, it left a bad taste in my mouth. It left a bad taste in a lot of Michigan fans' mouths. This is not what we wanted for this team, to let East Lansing Burning Couches walk in, take Paul Bunyan with a first-year coach, and just basically make us look really bad. But I am still a Michigan Wolverine. I will always be a Michigan Wolverine. Through the good, through the bad, through the ugly, I've been there for the Michigan Michigan teams in general. And I will continue to support my Michigan Wolverines because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Go blue. Go blue. All right, we have the, excuse me, they dropped in the rankings quite a bit this week. They're 23rd in the rankings. Excuse me. So they have one win and one loss. And they don't got an easy road ahead of them this week because I tell you what, this next team has been playing some darn good football, and they always play us very hard. And I just feel like Indiana is one of those teams that's going to be a reasonably good team this year. But that's after they recover from their loss to the Michigan Wolverines. They are 13th ranked. They are at home. They have the home field advantage. Not that home field advantage means anything right now, especially in the Big Ten. Have you noticed that? You can hear pretty much everything going on the football field. There's no, there's nothing from the teams pumping you up. But the Indiana Hoosiers have 2 wins and 0 losses. The kickoff for this game is at 12 p.m. And that game is on FS1 this week. And that'll be the first game I'll be watching. And with me watching, I will also be always rooting for Let's Go Blue, Let's Go Blue, Let's Go Blue. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue! Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Go blue! Every day I'm a Wolverine and will continue to be a Wolverine no matter what happens in Michigan. Some people are calling for the removal of Coach Jim Harbaugh. I am not one of those guys, but I keep saying the only way Coach Harbaugh leaves this team, and he's I believe he said this somewhere before, the only way he would leave this team is if Tom Brady decided it was time to become coach at Michigan. Because Tom Brady wants to be a Michigan coach someday, and I truly believe after his football career, Tom Brady will be a coach at Michigan someday, and a darn good one. Cheers to the future Michigan coach when he's ready. Go blue. All right, next up we have oops. Wait a second. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Go. We have West Virginia. The West Virginia Mountaineers. The Mountaineers have 4 wins and 2 losses. They're facing a ranked team this week. The number 22 Texas Longhorns. The Longhorns also have 4 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is 12 p.m., and you can watch it on ABC. I'm going to go with the Texas Longhorns for the victory. All right, for the first time this season, you get to see the Arizona Sun Devils in action. And in fact, the Arizona Sun Devils have not played a game yet this season. This is their first game of the season. They are traveling to and playing the ranked USC Trojans. The Trojans also have not played a game this season. It is a home game for them, but like I said before, does home field advantage even matter right now with no fans there? I think it does not. Kickoff for this game is 12 p.m. Oops. Is 12 p.m. And you can watch it on Fox. You know, it's kind of crazy, but I am a bit of a. I have enjoyed watching the Sun Devils play in the past. I'm going to give the victory to the Sun Devils. Next up, we have the East Lansing Burning Couches, patent pending, aka the MSU Spartans, who coincidentally have Paul Bunyan right now. They have 1 win and 1 loss. Grr. And they're on the road this week, playing the horrible Iowa Hawkeyes. And the reason I'm saying they're horrible is because they have no wins. The Hawkeyes have 0 wins and 2 losses. This is a 12 p.m. kickoff on ESPN. I don't know. Big win under his belt. Coach Tucker might be fired up this week. They're playing in Hawkeye territory. I'm going to give the victory to the East Lansing Burning Couches, patent pending. Next up, we have the number 8th ranked Florida Gators. Florida Gators have 3 wins and 1 loss. They are coming in and playing against the number 5th ranked Georgia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 4 wins and 1 loss. This is a 3:30 kickoff game, and it can be seen on ESPN. Hmm. This is a tough one for me this week. Let's ask. I kind of am. I could go either way on this one. Hey Siri, who's scheduled to win between the Florida State, or I'm sorry, who's scheduled to win between Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs?
Here's the upcoming schedule for Georgia between Saturday and December 12th, 2020.
Siri, who's scheduled to win between the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs?
Georgia takes on Florida on Saturday at 3:30 p.m.
Apparently, Siri doesn't like to give you the odds anymore. Siri, who's favored to win between the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs?
I don't have the odds for that one, but Georgia has a better record than Florida.
Oh my goodness. Georgia does have a better record than Florida, but that don't necessarily mean anything anymore. I thought about this way too much though. I'm going to go ahead and give the victory to the Georgia Bulldogs. Just because. All right, the next game we had on your schedule, I can tell you I already had the sheets out before this game. All right, well, I had the sheets out as they were canceling this game. Your Purdue Boilermakers and Wisconsin Badgers game is not going to happen, so go ahead and scratch that one off. The Wisconsin Badgers are still under COVID protocol, so Wisconsin's any chance of Wisconsin going to a bowl game this year is pretty much done. And the rest of the season, could be very questionable, really. I'm not sure what there's left to play for because there's not really any money being made right now with nobody coming into the arenas and stuff. So, I'm not sure what the future of Wisconsin football is for this season. I question whether they'll even be able to play Michigan next week. Stay tuned for details on that. Our next game is our second. 3 points. 3 points. Is your second 3-point bonus game. Yeah. Couple of highly ranked teams for you guys this week. We have the number 1 Clemson Tigers. 7 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the number 4th ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Irish have 6 wins and 0 losses. This is your evening game, as it has a 7:30 kickoff on NBC, which is the Notre Dame network. So you have to bear with the commentary from Notre Dame side. Will this be a blowout? I haven't heard. I think there was some news. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Coming out of Clemson. Let's see here. I thought so. Well, this is huge, actually. So what we have here for the Notre Dame game this week is starting quarterback Trevor Lawrence, their big man, their head dude there, and starting linebacker James Skolowski. Are out for this week's game. But, there's more, actually. Wow. The Tigers are also expected to be without defensive tackle Tyler Davis and linebacker Mike Jones Jr. This is going to be a tough game for them this week with 4 of their top guys out. Wow, I did not realize that. Ooh, man. This is going to be a little bit challenging for the number 1 Clemson Tigers. But you know what? When you are ranked number 1, you are ranked number 1 for a reason. And that's usually because you have a pretty good recruiting class, and you should have some guys that can step up in place of your guys that can't play. So not a huge Notre Dame fan. I think I'm going to go Clemson, even though they're down some of their main guys. I'm going to go Clemson for the victory. All right, we already talked about the mess the NFL is in. This is week 9 of NFL action. And so I don't know. Maybe you guys should enjoy this week's games because who knows what's going to happen in the NFL next week. They may close up shop before long. That's just my opinion. I'm not 100% certain on that. But we do know at this point it looks like the Lions will be without Matthew Stafford this week. So our first game this week, to help their cause some, we have the 3 wins and 4 losses. The Detroit Pussycats. They have not earned their Lion name back yet. Sorry, Olivia and family. I know you guys are huge Lion fans. They are traveling to and playing against the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have 2 wins, and 5 losses. And what were we saying? Let's go back and check that out again. Let's see. Groups. Go back and take a look at that information again real quick here. And see if the Vikings were affected by this at all. It does not appear that the Vikings were affected by this at all. So you have let's face it. If Stafford's not playing, we don't have a good backup quarterback. We don't. Detroit doesn't worry about secondaries very much. And so I can't see Detroit winning without Stafford this week. I just don't see that happening at all. I mean, we've seen what the Lions look like in the past when they don't have a second-string quarterback that's any good. I'm giving the victory to the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, this is a noon. I'm sorry. I'm going to get this sheet here. I think this is a noon kickoff. Come on, sheets. Quit sticking together. All right. This is not noon. 1 p.m. kickoff on Fox. Next up, you have the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, 6 wins and 1 loss. Seahawks, I don't think they were affected by this. All right, Seahawks are in the clear, as are the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills have 6 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m., and that is on a Fox channel. I'm going to go Buffalo Bills. I'm going to Buffalo. Next up, we have the Bears. The Bears have 5 wins and 3 losses. And the Bears, let's see, I believe they did. Aha, yes, the Bears. Offensive tackle Jason Spriggs and offensive lineman Cody Whitehair. They are on the list. 2 guys that are off that will not be playing for their team this week. They are traveling to and playing against the 5 wins and 2 losses, the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff for this game is also 1 p.m. It could be a Fox game as well. I'm going to go with the Bears. The Ravens, they were affected by this. Next up is the Ravens. The Ravens. Oh, they've been hit hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys on the Ravens. Ooh. 8 guys on the Ravens. The Ravens have 5 wins and 2 losses. They're hit hard this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Colts. They're the team employee. So the Colts are at full strength unless they get sick between now and Saturday from the employee that's sick. The Colts have 5 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m. on CBS. I'm going Colts just because the Ravens are so undermanned this week. Okay. And not our last. Next game. We have the Houston Texans. The Texans have 1 win and 1 win and 6 losses. And how many losses do they have the COVID? Well, let's find out. So they shut down their facility and have about 3 guys out at the moment. The Texans have 3 down. They are traveling to and playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who also only have 1 win and 6 losses. Kickoff for this game. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m. on CBS. The Jacksonville Jaguars, what kind of shape are they in? It appears the Jaguars are not currently on our list. This is the battle of 2 beaten teams, 2 very beaten teams. So somebody comes away a winner this week. And I'm going to say it's going to be those Jacksonville Jaguars because they don't have any COVID cases at the moment. Again, every single one of these games is up in the air when it comes to the whole COVID situation. So that's just something to remember there. Our final game this week. We have the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins have 4 wins and 3 losses. The Dolphins, are they healthy this week? I believe they were on the list too, actually. Thought they were on my list. They are not on my list, so they must be healthy for the moment. They are traveling to and playing against the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals have 5 wins and 2 losses. The Cardinals, I believe, are not currently on our list either. Oh, I'm wrong. The Cardinals, 1, 2, 3, 4. Defense. Their team is depleted. Oh, boy. Not looking good for the Cardinals this week either. Kickoff for this game is 4:25, and you can watch it on CBS. Reading the results, reading what's going on with the COVID situation on their page, and that they have some injuries already anyway. Coach Co is going with the Miami Dolphins for the victory. All right, we have to look at NASCAR action this week, which I did not check out already. Let me do that. Siri, where's the NASCAR race at this week?
The 2020 season finale 500 will be held at Phoenix Raceway in Avondale, Arizona on Sunday, November 8th.
It is a 312-lap race. And the start time for the race is 3 p.m. Your top 4 going for the victory, going for the championship this year are Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, and Denny Hamlin. I'm going for the point this week and the championship victory. I'm going to go with Chase Elliott. Is going to be my pick for this week's race. All right. Let's leap on over to the Frenzy page and get you guys caught up on the information we have so far this week. MAC football action was back. Did anybody catch MAC football action on Wednesday night? I was going to watch a bunch of games, but I got caught up in all the political nonsense going on, so I was really keeping a close eye on that. And I ended up missing out on some of the games. But everybody played this first week of games. So the entire roster of teams had a game on last night. And if you have the ESPN channel looped into your Disney plan, your Disney package, then you can actually watch all these games because a lot of them are on like ESPN Plus, ESPN3, and things like that, and they're all on the ESPN app that I have on my Roku TV. So I could have checked out any of the teams I wanted to see. Other news this week. The team down below us has decided not to go to South Dakota for the Crossover Classic due to the positivity rate of the 14-day quarantine required upon return to the state down below. I should have. So with the NFL teams, here's some more updates I had that I forgot to talk about. The Bears have paused their activity. The Texans closed their facility. The Colts are holding virtual meetings, and the Chiefs closing facility and meeting virtual practices. So things are not good in the NFL at the moment. Cody Rhodes Cody from AEW will be able to go by Cody Rhodes again, as the WWE has dropped their patent on the Rhodes name. So he will be able to go by Cody Rhodes once again. So the NFL is cracking down on their rules and regulations with masks and facial protections and things to try and prevent COVID. NFL masks must be worn for post-game interactions, interviews, and etc. is what they're reaching out for right now. Also in NFL news, the NFL, with everything that's going on, is considering a 16-team playoff if the regular season games are lost to COVID. The owners have got together and talked about it. They met. Some of these teams have already had to give up their bye weeks because of the situation. So that's what they're discussing right now. A 12 to 14 team playoff under the 14-team field. Only the number one seed in each conference would receive a playoff bye, while the other 6 teams in each conference would play on wild card weekend. If the playoff field is expanded to 16 teams, the top 2 seeds in each conference would likely receive byes. And it currently stands that the 7-0 Steelers would own the AFC's number 1 seed, while the 6-1 Seahawks would own the top seed in the NFC. If they expand to a 16-team playoff, this is according to CBS Sports, it would mark the first time since 1982 that at least half of the NFL's teams participate in the postseason, following the shortened strike season in 82. You can read more on that on our Facebook page. The Pistons released their big man, Christian Wood, and now he's in free agency, and he is being pursued by the Knicks. The players are fighting the NBA, but they're still trying to reach an agreement that basketball would start December 22nd this year. But the players have really been negative about this. They have a lot of things to say about it. Lots of proposals are being tossed back and forth. You can read more on that article on our Facebook page. Congratulations goes out to the Rogers Dodgers Mookie Betts, if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I am not. He is the 2020 MLB Gold Glove winner. And that looks like I've got you up to date on. I mean, there's so much stuff going on in the world right now that, there isn't a ton of sports news. But that's it, everyone. That's all I have for you this week. Stay tuned and meet us back here for the weekend wrap up. Hopefully, we'll have that all ready for you guys on Sunday as we try to get done. It is going to be a drop-dead gorgeous weekend from what I'm hearing. So get out there and enjoy something this weekend, whether it be sports or life in general, and put some of the other stuff behind you, all the craziness of life, and just get out there and enjoy a little bit. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone, and we'll talk to you guys again real soon.